Okay, so I was asked to give a response to something that happened in the last week or so, and that is, once again, the low information linguophile Steve Kaufman has tried to validate himself through misunderstanding of some research. And this is a direct response to what he's trying to use as verification and validation of his software, because he doesn't have a method, doesn't have curriculum. I've answered and explained that many times. But so he's now, his latest thing after his low information understanding of Krashen, which he did not really get and did not listen to what Krashen had written about Asher, for example. He has now moved on to interleaving. This is his little catchphrase he likes. He misunderstood the first article or the first video that he watched from the guy about that's about neuromuscular skills, and in sports science it's been known for a long time. There's things that you do during a macro, a meso, and a microcycle, and so what that is explaining is a macro cycle of how you prepare, general preparation, and then you get into specialized preparation. As a professional athlete, I know all about that for years and years and years. Now, that does not automatically transfer to cognitive skills, which is what language is. Language as an L2 learner is highly cognitive. There is a lot, of course, efferent things going on in the motor skills. But I want to bring attention to the very fact that Kaufman has tried to sell his idea that it's all about input. So reading and listening to him are what are very important. He thinks that, of course, he's selling it to people that this will make you become fluent at some point, 3-4 years down the line. Of course, he's not functional because he doesn't know what a normal person would know in the environment. He also doesn't know how to operate as an insider within the different cultures. His whole dismissal of the idea of learning kinship terms in Korean shows exactly how low information biased he is, and his inaccurate idea of what culture has to do with the structuring of a language. Anyway, I want to draw attention to, because people have, as the power linguist, asked me to bring an academic, evidential, empirical side here, which is what I always do, and here it is. So basically, I'm not going to recite or retell everything. I'm just going to give some information here. The very factor that he said that the interleaving beats the block, they're using those two terms, the block method versus the interleaving method. Incorrect. You're wrong, Steve, as you usually generally always are. You are completely wrong, because you were looking, as I said, at sports endeavors as it applies to actual language learning and vocabulary, which is what you're basically doing. You should look at Carpenter and Mueller's the effect of interleaving versus blocking on foreign language pronunciation learning, which is very important. Now, that disproves your whole idea again there, Steve, because you don't know how to do research. Now, what you are stumbling around on, however, is on the learn-forget model, which has been around for a very long period of time. And once again, it's not how much you study, which is all very covered. All these things are within the volume method that I have exposed to the general public and that people are using and getting results from, I should add. And it uses both the blocking, and it also uses this importance of retrieval, the critical importance of retrieval for learning. Article looked up from Karpicki, look that up. You'll actually go somewhere by doing actual research instead of just trying to forecast your things onto how you want them to be, because that's not exactly how it goes. Anyway, the retrieval. So the point here, I will just cover this a little bit. Do the research, people. I'm not here to give you free, graduate level research. The point is that testing is more important than studying all the time. It's been shown. So read the articles. Steve, you're low information. You need to take a class on how to do a literature review because it's beyond wanting, and your ideas of how you're trying to transfer things over to your validating your would-be software, they haven't worked. So until next time, keep with it and do the actual, real, empirical testing and research. See ya.